Life is beyond logic. It is the very flow of existence. Today we are not here to understand life. We can't. Today we are here to live it. The very first truth that you must confront is that life is entirely illogical. Yes, illogical. Not entirely irrational, but beyond the narrow cage of reason. If life were logical, then love would become a transaction. A mother would calculate before sacrificing her sleep for her child. A saint would measure profit before compassion. But look at Gautam Buddha, a prince who had everything logically perfect: wealth, power, security. Yet he walked away into uncertainty. Why? Because life whispered something deeper than logic could ever explain. One who thinks only through logic and mathematics makes the same mistake that once happened in a garden. A gardener invited a friend, saying, "Beautiful roses have blossomed. Come to the garden." But the friend was a goldsmith. He brought along his touchstone, the stone used to test gold. When he saw the roses, he said, "I won't believe this so easily. You cannot deceive me. I am no child. I can test even gold. What power this flower has. I will test it too." The gardener asked, "How will you test a flower?" He replied, "I have brought my gold testing touchstone." The gardener became anxious, realizing he has made a mistake inviting this man. But by then, the goldsmith had already plucked the flower, rubbed it against the stone, and threw it on the ground. Said, "All false. This flower is not real. It has got no fragrance. I can't see any fragrance anywhere, or I can't see any beauty anywhere. Where is the beauty? The touchstone never lies." Just as the gardener must have felt, if someone trying to understand this truth through logic and mathematics, the people, the sages who gave us Upanishads and the great philosophies of East would also feel. Flowers cannot be tested on touchstone meant for gold. And if they are tested that way, the fault is not of flower, it is the ignorance of the one who tests it. Life does not depend on logic. Logic is stagnant. It is fixed, dead. Life is movement. It is wild. It is unpredictable. Logic is like a photograph, stale. Life is like a flowing river, lively. You can capture a moment, but you cannot capture life. Logics are like dead bodies, but life is a living dance. A dead body has a structure, a form, and may be defined, but has no pulse, no heartbeat, no mystery, no love, no emotions. Logic gives structures, but life gives aliveness. Think of Heraclitus, who said, "You cannot step into the same river twice." Why? Because the river is alive, constantly changing. Logic wants repetition. Life thrives on transformation. Try to live life purely on logic, and it will decay. A man once decided, "I will only do what is logical." He stopped taking risks. He stopped loving deeply. He stopped trusting people. Soon his life became safe, predictable, but entirely empty, like still water, which slowly becomes a swamp. Logic protects you from mistakes, but it also protects you from the life itself. Life has a different mathematics. In the world, 2 plus 2 is 4. But in life, 2 added to 2 can be 5 or even 3. Give love to someone, logically, you lose energy. But existentially, you feel more alive, more expanded. Rumi once said, love yourself completely. Return to the roots of the root of your own soul. In life's mathematics, loss can be gain and gain can become a burden. Life cannot be understood by intellect, but only by the soul. The intellect dissects, the soul experiences. You can analyze a flower scientifically, but can analysis give you its fragrance? No. Life is not a problem to be solved. It is a mystery to be lived. Wittgenstein wrote in his Tractatus Philosophicus, that which cannot be said must not be said, and yet that which cannot be said can be shown. What does it mean? Truth can not always be spoken, but it can be lived. You cannot explain love, but you can be loving. You cannot define peace, but you can radiate it. Life cannot be explained, it can only be experienced. All logics, all laws, all systems are human-made. Nature has not written a single rule book. The wind flows without a formula. The ocean waves rise without consulting logic. Look at the sky. Does it follow your rules? No. Nature has given you freedom, but the mind has created cages. The one who lives only by logic lives in invisible chains. He may appear to be free, but inside he is bound by fear, calculation, hesitation. He cannot leap, he cannot surrender, he cannot dissolve. And without dissolution, there is no union with life. So now this is your wake-up call. Wake up call. Will you live logically and become a stagnant, foul-smelling pond or swamp? Or will you flow like river, fresh, vibrant, alive, moving towards the ocean, the infinite, the universal? Remember, the pond exists, but the river lives. The choice is yours. Not tomorrow, not someday, today, here and now. Will you calculate your life or will you celebrate it? Because life is not waiting for your conclusions. It is inviting your participation. So rise, drop the chains of rigid logics and step into the unknown flow of the existence. And when you do, you will not just understand your life, you will become life yourself. You will become life yourselves.